Hi, everyone. Please excuse my voice. I'm pretty sick right now, as you can probably tell, but I'm here and Donald's here. And yeah, we're just going to give you guys some updates. I actually have some pretty cool updates. Donald, did you want to say anything before we get started?
I'm giving you complete control because you got the sickness going on. If you need me to say something, pass it on to me. Otherwise, just do what you do.
Yeah, and if my audio randomly cuts out, guys, it's probably because I'm muting myself because I'm having a little coughing um, coughing fit. But I did want to tell you guys about some very interesting things and some things that I found to be very pleasantly surprising. We were just talking about this right before this broadcast. As you know, Hashtag Space has extended their free member minting, which I don't know. I had kind of mixed feelings about it because it's a little it changes things a little bit for those of us that were writing. But anyway, they extended it till the 26th, and they have said that this is the last extension, and it's the last time that free members can join and start minting. You know, they still haven't released what it is that they're going to allow free members to do after the minting, but there is going to be a way for free members to mint somehow. I don't know how, but I'll just have to take their word for it, because so far they've delivered on everything that they promised. So what I did is I did a little advertising experiment. As you guys know, I talked about Bits Pays a couple of times. It's a new pay-to-click that has, you know, the little mining game and all kinds of interesting features that they're working on. And I did some ads with the in-frame ads. Those are the advertisements that give you the cash back. And I did it at the like the 100 Satoshi level, like I showed you guys. And I got 30 referrals in the past like 3 days for Hashing Space. And in the past week or so, I've gotten about 13 or 14 referrals into Infinity Traffic Boost from those advertisements as well. Now, with Hashing Space, I did do a little experiment with some of the flash ads. So this is a little bit of a combination of both, but most of the advertising has been from the in-frame ads. So some of the flash ads give you traffic more quickly. And I just wanted to test them out because I hadn't tested them out yet. But that's really great results. And, you know, obviously with anything, you know, some people are active, some aren't. At Hashing Space, from what I can see in my back office, I would say 30 to 40% of those that signed up are active. And by active, I mean they're at least minting an ad. Because now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you go into your Hashing Space and you click on the transactions, you can see minting transactions. If you click on the day, you can actually see who's minted that day. I'm not going to show that to you guys because I don't have anything set up to blur it out, because it just shows the email addresses. And I don't want to show the email addresses of my downline for obvious reasons on a broadcast. But if you guys want to check that out, you can check that out. You can actually see who's minting every day that way. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm a little under the weather, guys. But that advertising, that really surprised me, that the advertising at BitSpace is going so well. I have a special splash page, kind of a blog page that I set up for Hashing Space that kind of, it showed my intro video. And I also explained to people that, you know, they only have until the 26th to sign up and start minting for free. And that's the advertisement that is bringing in all the signups. And the advertisement hasn't stopped running. Now the signups are slowing down, which makes sense because, you know, there's less people seeing it and stuff at this point. But 30 people in, you know, in about 3 days is really good results. And also keep in mind that this advertisement is cashback advertising. So when this advertisement expires, which I've noticed that if you set the click rate high past 75 Satoshi or more, it takes about 9 days for the ad to complete. Now that's not an exact number, but I tested it a few times and it's around there. It's anywhere between 8 and 10. So I'm going with the middle, which is 9 days. And in 9 days, you get back what you paid plus 10% if you set the click rate to, like, say 100 Satoshi. If you set it to lower, you get a little bit more percentage-wise back. But these are definitely good. This is a great advertising source, and I'm going to be advertising for one of my members at ITB because he's kind of struggling a little bit. And when I noticed the results that I was getting, I was like, you know what? When my ad expires, just I'll put an ad out for you, and we can kind of test it to see if it's something that's going to give consistent results. But if you have any free to join or very low cost programs, definitely recommend that you try advertising at BitsPace, because I like the results that I'm seeing, especially knowing that I'm going to get that money back. Even if I wasn't going to get that money back, it's worth the price of the advertising. Donald, did you have anything you wanted to add or say?
I'll give you a second to breathe and catch up.
Yeah.
But I told you, 30 referrals in what, less than a week? Sounds like maybe, you might want to throw in some of your ad feeds. You might want to throw in the team build ads. If you are on our team, let's try to take that site over. Go over there, drop a couple of bucks in Bitcoin, and I'm sure you got a couple bucks in Bitcoin from your what are they called? I forgot what the faucets. Yeah, use the faucet money. Drop $2 in there and see what happens for any low cost business you have. Like she said, the ad feed. Well, ad feed really isn't low cost, but the Crypto Pros Team Build, Infinity Residuals, any program that we've ever talked about. So if you're even in her team on hashing ad space, take it all over there. Let's all go over there and throw some hashing ad space, and let's all share in the fun.
Yeah, that would be great to see that happening. And I definitely recommend that you guys set the clicks to 75 or higher. And I think I'm gonna I know I've showed you guys this before, but I'm gonna show it to you again. Mostly because I made a mistake the other day. And I just want to show you guys that process. Give me just a second to get everything kind of in order, so that when I'm like, if you set it to this, so that you know what I'm talking about. Let's do a screen share. Sorry, I'm a little slow, guys. I'm not feeling too well. All right. So you go under your account. This is BitsPace, obviously. You go under advertising and you click in-frame ads. Now, in-frame ads are the ads that give you the cash back. You can try the flash ads. Like I said, those are pretty effective too. You don't get cash back from them. You do get minor points, like the points towards the mining game and stuff like that. But those are just, they're more for like quick traffic. And like I said, it takes about 9 days for 1,000 clicks to happen if you set your click above 75. And what I mean by that is you can set the rates here. Actually, it took me a little over 3 weeks for my ads that were set at the lowest, which is this default setting. It took a little over 3 weeks for those to, which I don't know, finish, complete. I don't want to say mature because it's not really like that, but it took about a little over 3 weeks for those ads, and not all of them have come to completion, but most of them have at this point. But I'll show you. All you do is you put this little slider here, and you select whichever amount you want to pay per click. You want to do it at 75 or above if you want to get faster results. If you set it lower, you will earn a higher percentage, but it will take a lot longer for your traffic to get there. I set mine for 100. And then you hit confirm and close. You can also adjust how many clicks you get. I don't recommend that. I mean, it depends on what it is you want to do. If you're really looking for the cash back, I don't recommend that you set the clicks to higher than 1,000, because if you set them to higher than that, then it will take longer, because each member can only click your ad one time. So that's why it takes a little longer. Then you just hit confirm and close. Now, then you hit, your advertisement URL. your image URL, your ad name, and a brief description. If something happens, like if you put in a link wrong, or if something happens and you have to redo the ad, you will have to redo this click count. This is something that I wasn't paying attention to. Doesn't really matter because it's just I just happen to have, you know, one of the lower ads that's going to take a few more weeks to complete. But for whatever reason, there's an error. Like if you mix up the URLs or something, or if you don't put enough or too many words in the description, you have to do the ad again. Just make sure that you're doing this process again as well. And then you just hit confirm and close, fill in your information, and buy advertisement. Obviously, you're going to have the funds in your account to do that. But that's basically all you have to do to set up these in-frame ads. And these are the ads they're different than the flash ads. The main difference is that for each ad that you click, you have to fill out this proof of work CAPTCHA, and that's one of the ways that they're making that money back. They're able to pay you that back is because they're earning money when you're clicking this. And you're waiting for the CAPTCHA, and then you just click it and wait for the timer like a regular pay to click. And these ads, you know, if there were 100 Satoshi ads, the higher level, the higher amount, the faster your ad is seen. So if there were any ads that were available at the 100 Satoshi right now, I have clicked a few ads, so they're gone. But if there were any available, the hundreds will show before the lower amounts. That's why it takes longer for the lower advertisement amounts to complete. I'm going to stop sharing for that. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. This is definitely something that I want to play around with because even for free programs to get the kind of advertising results that I'm getting is really good. Like I said, I did also get an advertisement. I have an advertisement running right now for Infinity Traffic Boost. And like I said, I've had about 13 or 14 referrals from the in-frame ads. Now, I'm not 100% sure because I've received about 16 referrals over this time period, but my average referrals from just random banners I have is like 1 or 2 a week if I'm not running any active ads. So I'm estimating it's around 13 or 14 within a week for that program as well. If you're going to do that program with this program, I suggest that you go under your affiliate tools and you go under the freeway method splash page. That's the one that I'm using. That's the one that's targeted towards free members. So that's the one that I absolutely recommend, and it is one that I'm going to do another test with as well, with a downlines link to kind of both help him out and also to test to see for consistency, to see if I get, you know, at least a few referrals each time I run these types of ads. Donald, do you have anything you would like to add or comment on?
Well, as we discussed before the hangout today, I've got a pending deposit into BitsPays, and I will do a similar test, and I will test the Infinity residuals since they are going to freely PIF the next 100 people. That should be a simple program to test BitPay's advertising on.
Yeah, and here's a little tip on that one. With Infinity residuals, as long as it's not a pass up, you get, you know, for the daily subscription, you get 100% of that back. When he's offering the 10 cents, if you PIF someone in, it extends it for 10 days. Right, so if you PIF someone in, they still have that 10 cents. So it's kind of like doubling it. So you get the 20 cents instead of the 10. I found that out just by playing around with it because I noticed that I had a new member and they didn't do anything with it. And then because that activates their account, right? The PIF activates them as if they upgraded themselves. This is a little tip for you. Hopefully that made sense, guys. I'm sorry, this is a little... It
made sense. Despite your cold, everything's made sense so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not 100% here right now. but I am doing my best. I did just receive a message, like as we're on this broadcast, from Michael regarding the Vitae launch. He said that they will have more definitive information within the next 7 days. Like he literally just sent me that message. That's why I was a little distracted. I was like, oh, I should probably read this. And of course, guys, as soon as I know anything, I will tell you. But we'll know within a week exactly what's happening. I know that they're getting close because they're testing certain features. And actually, Tim and I the other day, they for some reason they activated the referral links before they were ready. And of course, what do? I send out the referral links to a couple of people. By the time it got to Donald, it had already expired. But Tim was actually able to get in for a few minutes until they had to reset it or something. So they are doing different things. They're running subscriptions. I've actually made back my I've received like $200 in earnings already just in the beta. Now, of course, keep in mind that I put in $200 to upgrade as a beta member as well. So I broke even. And I would show you guys a little bit more information on that. But right now, the website is down for maintenance. So I can't show you that right at this moment. But I did receive information that things are moving along. And they will have a definitive date, according to Michael, which, that's just what he said, within 7 days. So I will definitely give you guys that information. They're trying to get this out as soon as they can. For those of you that are in hashing ad space, some of you have wondered like what exactly my strategy is. I ran some numbers the other day with Donald, and I didn't quite believe them myself, but I actually kind of proved them to myself. For the past 7 days, I've actually earned $200. Some of that was money that I withdrew and actually ended up having a fun day. We went out for Valentine's Day. Luckily, we went out a couple of days before because I wouldn't have been able to go out yesterday because we've been so sick. But I've actually made $200 within 6 or 7 days. Now, what's happening is minting is going down. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. One of the ways that to counterbalance that is to, number one way is to get more members. And right now, members can mint ads for free. But what is going to happen when the 26th happens? Now, I'm not sure if the 26th is the last day that free members can mint, or if the 26th is like the cutoff day, like the 25th is technically the last day, and then whatever, around the 26th, when they stop the free member minting, what's going to happen is we're going to notice that our minting is going to go up a little bit, and that's because there'll be less people minting. Now, even people that have the active staking right now and can mint afterwards, everybody's going to lose one because that was your free one, right? So everybody's going to lose one. Some people that are free members that haven't got a staking package will no longer be able to mint. And obviously, the people that have the staking will be able to mint. I have somebody in my downline that has 8 staking. I don't want to call them packages, but I'll call them packages because I don't know what else to call them. As a free member, this person they must have had the perfect timing or whatever. But yeah, they have them. They probably also have downline, I'm assuming, but that's pretty powerful. That person's probably pretty happy with what's going on. In terms of my longer term strategy for the next 10 days or whatever until the minting for free members ends, I'm just going to purchase as much as I can. And by purchase, I mean get more staking as much as I can. Hopefully that number will be 3, but I should be able to get 2, if not 3. And that will help me be able to continue to build as well as withdraw. Now, I'm going to be doing something specific with my withdrawal funds for the most part, and I'll get into that more next week because that'll be introducing a new program to you guys. Well, new to you guys anyway. And I'm just not up for that right now. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to explain something to you guys right now. I'm struggling at this point, but that's my basic strategy. Now I am going to also, after the 26th, I am going to also purchase some advertising, and that's more just to really give back to the community. I'm not exactly sure how much advertising I'll be purchasing. I will track some advertisements and see what happens. I'll probably just advertise something on Hashing Ad Space and see what the results are. Because at that point, at the 26th, anybody that's seeing those ads, they're technically pro members or paid members. Because free members are no longer going to be allowed to mint. So I might try some different types of programs, maybe some slightly higher dollar programs. But I do want to give back to that community. That's how I'm seeing it, and purchase the advertising, even if I don't necessarily need the advertising right now. Definitely going to add that into my list of things to do. But for the most part, I'm probably going to split. I'm going to try to keep it at, let's say I make $300 in a week. $200 is going to go back to staking, and $100 is going to be withdrawn, and I'll scale it up from there. That's my basic strategy, and I'll purchase some advertising, in between as well. Again, just to kind of give back to the community, because that's where the advertising is really where the company is going to be making their profits. And this is a great program, and I definitely believe in it, and I want to support it as much as I can. So I'll be doing that as well. I'll get into more of those details, and I'll know a little bit more after the 26th, because, yes, the minting should go up. I don't know by how much, and eventually it's going to go back down again as well, because the more people that are participating in it, the more the pool is sort of diluted, for lack of better phrasing, because there's only so many coins that are minted a day. So if there's, you guys know what I'm saying. At least I hope so. So if you guys are still free members and you have the ability to, I do recommend that you get at least one staking package, even if you're just in the program for advertising, because at least if you have one staking package, you can mint and you can grow. You can get more SIMI tokens, which you can use for more advertising. Obviously, what you do with your tokens is completely up to you, but to be able to have that kind of income from a free program is just, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I was able to, take my boyfriend out to, we went to PF Chang's, and then we went to Dave & Buster's, and I used my income from Hashing Ad Space. Obviously, I had to exchange it for Bitcoin, and then I can, I have the ability to just exchange Bitcoin for cash because I have a Bitcoin debit card. So I spent that money on fun stuff, and I'm probably going to spend the rest of it on medicine as well. So that's basically what I have to say on those. Donald, do you have any comments about, I know that you're in Hashing Ad Space, like what are your thoughts on it?
It's surprising me, because I'm sitting there and every day I go in and mint my packages, and I look and see how much of CME I got, and it's like, wow, for free, because I hadn't put any money in. I'm making more money daily there than some of the other programs we're in that you actually put money in. I mean, that was a surprise to me. I mean, like, for nothing, I'm like $3 or $4 a day, depending on the price of the CME. So I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, and even free members are right now, and of course, it's crypto, so prices can fluctuate. But right now, at the current rates, free members are minting at about approximately $2 for clicking one ad. Approximately, it goes up and down, but I think it's around like 60 or 70,000 Satoshi per coin, and you're not quite getting a coin, so it's around $2. Even if it was 50 cents for clicking one ad. That's pretty good. Yeah, and it's funny that You say that, like, because I haven't put any money into it either, but I was really tempted to. What was that on Wednesday? Because I was between 1 and 2 semi short from being able to get another staking package, and I was so tempted to just like buy 2 semi and just call it a day. But I was like, no, I want to be able to, tell you guys that, I'm a free member and I've never put any money into it. The amount of advertisement dollars that I've spent to get my referrals, that number is now about $14 or $15, and that's it. Like, that's it. If you count, the bits pays. And, it's like, do I count the bits pays? Because I'm getting that money back. So is it really an expense? But I just want to give you guys exactly what it is that I'm doing. So I actually didn't end up getting a couple of Asimi just because I wanted to show you guys that, yes, you can do this as a free member. And I just waited another day and I was able to purchase it because, obviously I receive tokens every day. I definitely like this program. I think it's great. I'm very interested to see what they offer free members in the future because they haven't said anything specifically. Sorry, my voice is kind of going, hi, Anna, I see you. But I'm interested to see what they offer for free members in the future because I think it's a really great program, and hopefully they have something that will help everybody be able to earn. And Anna is actually the one that introduced me to hashing ad space, so we can all thank Anna for that one, because I know a lot of you have joined under me once I started talking about it at the Hangouts, but Anna's the one that got me into it. I was kind of on the fence on it, but when she was like, hey, are you in this? I was like, all right, I'll do it. So thank you very much, Anna. I very much appreciate that. Hopefully she's doing well with hers as well. What else would you like to talk about, Donald?
Well, actually, the problem you had with hashing ad space just being a few Asimi short, I have the exact same problem right now with ad feeds. I am as of yesterday's clicks, I was at $7.22, 3 cents away from being able to buy the quarter package. So tonight, since you are my sponsor, and since Anna is your sponsor in that, I believe, you guys can look forward to a little commission because I've already logged in ad feeds and looked. There's definitely more than 3 cents pending. So tonight I will be buying another quarter package and be taking those credits and advertising the team build, advertising bits pays, and advertising everything else we're in.
That's funny because I'm at the same level in ad feeds myself. I'm like 10 cents or something away from another one of those quarter packages. So I'll definitely make it tonight, especially with your, if you're going to be purchasing. And ad feeds is still free to join, guys. You can join as a free member. You never have to purchase anything. You get free advertising credits. I like their little they have a splash page builder. I actually really like that. I actually like the look better than my own website right now. So that's a great feature as well. I'm still, to be perfectly bluntly honest, like always, I'm still not 100% satisfied with the advertising at ads feeds. It's just not, for me personally, now I'm not speaking for everyone because some people I've talked to, they absolutely love it. It's just not that awesome. But, it is a cashback program. So, I have been just kind of putting my earnings back into, other packages and, stuff like that. I do like their monthly ads, the little ad cards, whatever they call them. And I do like that they're always doing improvements. Like there's always something different. And they do listen to members. So those aspects I do like, but it's free to join. You don't have to, you can join and serve ads and get credits and stuff as a free member. You can even earn a little cash with surfing the ads and stuff. So yeah, that's another one to kind of check out. Couldn't get a link to validate where, Cindy? Ad feeds, whatever, whatever we're talking about right now. Is that what you're talking about? Ad feeds? If so, I would try it again. I know that they did, especially at the beginning, they had some problems sending verification emails. I think that problem is solved. So I would try that. Let me. Yeah, I would maybe try again, or I'll look into. If you did sign up, I'll look in and see if I can see you in my team, Cindy. If you came under me, I can't do it right now on the broadcast just because I'm really sick and I'm struggling to just kind of like get through this right now. But I will check when I'm off air and I'm less distracted, because I do know that you're not the only one that had that problem. Some people were having an issue with getting the verification emails. I would contact support. Support's actually really good. They are responsive. The owner, he lives in, I think it's Thailand, somewhere in that part of the world. So he's about 12 hours from where we are, Cindy. So right now I think it's like 1:30 in the morning. But support they do answer, and they do try to help. So oh, you did contact support. Okay, well I'll check it out for you, Cindy, and if I see you on my team or something, I'll send them a message as well and say, hey, verify her. Maybe you could just sign up for a new account. That might work. Just use a different email address, or just put a period in your email address, so you don't have to actually use a different email address. Like if if your name is Cindy at yahoo.com or something, that's not her real email address, guys. So don't try to do that. If you put like a dot anywhere before the @ symbol, it will just go to your regular email, but it will register as a separate email address for the purpose of most sign-up forms. There's a little tip: just add a period in your email address, because for whatever reason servers don't pick it up. Whew. Okay, guys. Any questions? Anything you want me to chat about here? Anything I haven't? Anything you need me to repeat, or anything you guys want to chat about while we're here? Donald, do you have anything?
Well, while you might want to take a moment and take a breath while we wait due to the Google lag. But today was obviously a fairly good day over at Ad Feeds, because I'm in my Ad Feeds back office now, and at 3.25 contracts today, right now, is a 57-cent day. There's 37 cents for me in the group pools and 20 cents in the global pool. And usually it's not usually that high on a normal daily basis, but today is obviously a good day.
Nice. It's like it wants you to buy another package. It's like, oh, you're close. Here you go. Here's a little bonus.
Yep. So, all right. We have any other questions? Anybody?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions or anything else they would like to talk about?
Justine can take her medicine, do what she needs to do on the computer, and then lay her head on the pillow and get some rest, and hopefully fight the sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, walking NyQuil commercial that she is.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. And I blame the Department of Motor Vehicles, because Greg had to go there 3 times last week, guys. If anybody who's in the U.S., whatever you guys call it, they call it Bureau of the Motor Vehicles, Department of Motor Vehicles. Everybody knows it is an absolute nightmare. He had to go there 3 times. The last time he was there for 5 hours because they kept screwing up. It was just crazy. So, and then he got sick like a couple of days later. So we're assuming that he caught some kind of a disease from being there so long. But 3 times in 1 week, I was like, I couldn't have handled that myself. I would have gone insane. But yeah, especially like 5 hours. He was there for 5 hours on the last day because they just kept messing up his paperwork and all the ID verification and stuff. He had to go through that like twice. It's just insane. I swear they make it so that like people don't go there. Like they don't actually want to help people. They don't want people to be able to get their licenses and stuff. They just, they're just there. It was crazy. But yeah, had a good Valentine's Day. I don't know if you guys celebrate that or whatever. Hopefully you had a good one. If not, I know that there's lots of unicorns on sale now because it's the day after Valentine's Day. So if you're into that, then go to your local like CVS or Walgreens and get your 50% off candy and unicorns and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I'm starting to feel a little delirious. So thank you for saying feel better. I'll be fine. I think, yeah, I mean, if I'm not better by Monday, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. Which going to the doctor in the U.S. that's a whole other topic for another time. That is for sure. Hopefully, you guys are doing well out there. Definitely would like to see if you guys experiment with any advertisements at BitsPays. I would love to see what your results are. Like I said, I'm going to run repeats of certain ads to see, because sometimes you run one ad and it does really well, and then you run the same ad at the same place and it doesn't do anything. So I'm looking forward to being able to do those, that testing to test it, a couple of times to see what's working. But so far, that's working out well for me. And they're updating their minor game. And they're working on some other things. If you guys are members, you've noticed that they have changed the interface, the user interface a little bit. They've changed things around, trying to, I guess, it looks smoother. And they added some other features. They're always adding new stuff, which I like. I like programs that add new stuff. And they're pretty good at communicating. They do have a blog, so you can read updates and stuff. But definitely, if you're not in hashing out space, highly recommend you get in now because, like I said, they will be doing something for free members, but I don't know what it is. And it's not going to be minting ads, so it's going to be something a little different. Whatever it is that they decide to do. I'm assuming, this is just my assumption, I have no data to back this up. I'm assuming it's going to be something like a pay-to-click or something like that. But like I said, I really don't know. It could be something else. Well, that's just my guess. All right, guys, I think we're good. Unless, Donald, do you have anything else you would like to?
No, I got nothing else to add. Just keep advertising, folks. Keep cross-promoting. Keep doing what you're doing. Sooner or later, you strike gold and something will work. In the meantime, Justine, you're going to take us home. One short sentence, because you sound pretty bad and you need to get your rest. So take us home and let's go.
All right, guys, have a good weekend, and we will talk to you next week sometime, and we'll talk to you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.